We have officially entered the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus news cycle. It's going down. They just gave us release dates and cover arts, and there's much more to uncover, including some talks of the new Nintendo Switch. Let's do it.
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka A-Drive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into the world of Pokemon news, as well as information regarding the new Nintendo Switch. Now, I may have to do a follow-up to this, but there's a lot of stuff coming out on the internet from reputable leakers and rumors, and even some reputable sites like Bloomberg reporting on this stuff. So we're gonna cover a handful of different things in this video regarding Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, and then we'll talk new Nintendo Switch towards the end of the video. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, be sure to hit that like button down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I make Pokemon videos every single day, and you don't want to miss that awesome content. Before we jump into today's video, I want to thank my friends at Skillshare for sponsoring today. For those who don't know, Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of inspiring classes for creators and anyone with a fire that needs igniting. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. You can take classes in almost anything from graphic design to marketing, entrepreneurship, and even photography. For me, I really enjoyed watching Video for Instagram, How to Tell an Engaging Story in Less Than 1 Minute by Halise Nevaez. She really hits the nail on the head, making the most out of the tools you have, and she teaches you how to engage in short form content, which has been a huge priority of mine posting on Instagram and TikTok and other platforms. It's increasingly valuable in the online space. The beautiful thing, there's no ads on Skillshare, and it's specific to your learning. They continue to launch new premium classes so you can explore your creative passions and broaden your horizons. And get this, it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Educating yourself today is one of the best things you can do to strengthen your future self. So right now, the first 1,000 A-Drive Army members to click the link in the description will get a free trial premium membership. Do something today that you couldn't do yesterday, and check the link in the description to sign up for Skillshare today. Let's jump into the video. Another big shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now, what we've got going on today is a handful of things. First off, Eclipse_TT on Twitter has brought up some really interesting stuff, and I had touched upon this yesterday in our video, talking about the little house on the very top of the cover art of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, it's very clear after a little bit more inspection, a lot of people are speculating that at the top of Mount Coronet, it is going to be the Hall of Origin still intact. So basically, where the spear pillars are, where in Diamond and Pearl Platinum, it's represented as a ruin with broken pillars all around it. Well, it's going to be together. I mean, this is, again, we're in the past, so it only makes sense for that pillar, those spears, to no longer be broken, but actually be this kind of fully constructed building, which we saw on the top of Mount Coronet in the cover art of Legends Arceus. And there's no doubt that that was intentionally showcased to us. This isn't like a surprise. It all makes sense when you kind of put all the pieces together. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen with that. And there's some really interesting theories and kind of discussions going on about all this. But Eclipse also points out that the official site indicates that Legends Arceus is pre-Diamond and Pearl, and then Nintendo of America is saying that it's pre-Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. There's actually a big difference, and we're gonna have to see how things are going in terms of what the kind of timeline is, but either way, it is gonna be pre-Sinnoh, right? Pre-Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, pre-Diamond and Pearl. We'll have to see which timeline we're actually sitting in, but again, we know that it's in the past. That's the big takeaway here, so it is very feasible for that tower, that spear tower, to be all put together. And this is a really, really cool theory here, come together from Eclipse and Dr. Lava, whose channel I really quite enjoy, showing a lot of old school like Pokemon stuff, talking about that Legends Arceus is going to feature Giratina, and it mentions a couple different things, so we'll break it out as to why we think it's gonna feature Giratina. Here's a really cool quote from Dr. Lava that talks about Kawachimaru doing some quotes and Masuda doing some quotes about basically the reflection of Mount Fuji on the lake. It's the antimatter of the world. It was challenging to put that concept to the game as the distortion world. It exists, but it actually doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, but it does. The mountain exists on the lake through the eyes of a human, but it's only a reflection and it doesn't exist. You see it only because you were looking at it with your own eyes. So some pretty interesting stuff here, but basically the gist of that is that the mountain exists as part of the distortion world, and there's some interesting kind of factors there. And then when we tie in this leaked image from months ago, before Legends Arceus was revealed, we had it leaked the day before, the morning before really Legends Arceus revealed. there's actually this screenshot of the character, and there is that distortion world cloud floating above Mount Coronet, and now we know, confirming with some other images and some other references, that on the top of Mount Coronet, the distortion world is going to take place, and which Pokemon brings us to the distortion world and opens that portal? Giratina. So it seems as though it's very likely that there's the possibility that, one, there's this cloud of distortion above Mount Coronet as we play through the game, as again we've seen through a leak screenshot. Two, we've got this pillar, these spear pillars on the top of Mount Coronet that are going to be in the past, back in time, that's going to show us something that we didn't see before because it's been destroyed since then. This is going to be breaking down a ton of interesting story stuff for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So some really cool stuff for us to theorize and break down over the coming weeks as we get more information. I do still anticipate a trailer coming out for a Pokemon Presents, hopefully soon, but very, very interesting stuff. Now, shifting gears over to the Switch Pro, right? Now, we've known that Bloomberg and a couple other major news outlets have been reporting on the fact that there's going to be a Switch Pro or a new Nintendo Switch, which it very well could be called. And Bloomberg put out a report, and it has been confirmed by Emily Rogers, who is a very reputable insider, saying Bloomberg report is accurate. There's a new screen, it has upgraded chips, it's aiming for a September or October release. An announcement is imminent. We might be getting news sooner than we thought. And a lot of people, and here's where the dots all connect, a lot of people are speculating that new Switch announcement coming today. Yes, today, if not today, tomorrow, and it all makes so much sense now because that would be why its seemingly random drop of the Legends Arceus Brilliant Diamond release dates and news yesterday aligns perfectly with this, because now they can release the new Switch, potentially show some gameplay footage for the new Switch through Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and a lot of people are speculating that there is an opportunity for Legends Arceus to be much, much better quality when you're looking at it on this new Nintendo Switch. Central Leaks also goes on to report that Nintendo plans to announce the new Switch likely before E3. It will replace the current model, and it's going to cost more than $300. So it seems as though there will be a price hike from all these information. And again, Central also reporting on the fact that they believe that the Switch is going to launch today. So I've seen some things talk about it. A couple other rumor leaker websites saying Legends Arceus is going to be much, much better to play on this new Nintendo Switch. So that could be interesting. We may need this. You may not have to have the new Switch to play it, but it's probably going to run significantly better on the new Switch, and that's going to be probably the best way to do it. So I would say glued to the channel, guys. If you are not subscribed, subscribe, get those notifications turned on. This new Switch footage could be dropping soon and officially announced soon. And even further, we may get footage of the Pokemon games as a display for how well this new Switch runs. It's going to be an interesting next 24, 48 hours, especially over the next couple weeks as we head towards E3. I have no idea what to expect, but it's going to be crazy stuff. The last thing I want to touch on in this video, it's a little bit of a side bit of information, but it is Pokemon news nonetheless. I don't do a ton of Pokemon Go on the channel right now, but that may change over the summer as I like to get outside a little bit more, use my streaming backpack. But Pokemon Go Fest 2021 has been announced. Tickets actually dropped from $15 to $5. That's a really good price for basically what is a weekend of fun or whatever it ends up being. They've got a nice little music theme going on, obviously, for the 25th year anniversary and things like that. There's a handful of new shiny Pokemon that will be debuted. And again, $5 for Pokemon Go Fest. That's really not too bad when all things said and done. So some pretty crazy stuff today, guys. I'm telling you, we're breaking down more theories about Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and of course, the new Nintendo Switch news that could drop any moment now. Exciting stuff in the Pokemon and Nintendo world. Stay glued to the channel. Be sure to like the video if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll keep you guys posted as the news drops throughout the next few days. That's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by A Drive, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.